Hello again, and welcome back to our Bitchin Kitchen. I am standing. Kacie, however, she, being the Juris Doctor that she is, recommended that I make some kind of disclaimer about how, you know, we normally wouldn't recommend partaking of alcoholic beverage and operating heavy
sharp objects
like knives and hot ovens. Kids, be careful.
Kids shouldn't be drinking.
Yeah, kids, don't drink a half of a huge bottle of wine.
Does that mean I drink a whole bottle already?
Our original plan for dinner today:
Hellmann's Parmesan chicken. Like, you mix the Parmesan cheese with the Hellmann's and the breadcrumbs and. But if you saw the spinach dip episode, we used all the mayo. So now our dinner plans are shot.
So we're going pre-made, baby. We can't F this up that bad. So we are making some Romano's macaroni grill, creamy basil,
serves 5
Parmesan chicken pasta, 5 servings. We will probably eat the whole thing.
Me.
Most likely. She's normally with the instructions and stuff.
You don't follow directions.
We need a 3-quart saucepan. According to Kacie, this, size of my head, is a 3-quart saucepan, which we're going to fill.
It actually tells you they're fancy Teflon pans. They tell you.
This is a 4-quart.
I can look for it.
Which we are going to fill 2/3 full of water and boil to cook the pasta that comes with this. All the pasta.
We only have a 4 or a 2.
So we're going to use our 4. This is like what I can hold in my hand. And I was told anything that you can pinch off like that is a serving or 2. This may be weird Tupperware rules that I'm used to, but this ain't fucking 5 servings. I am going to eat the shit out of this. And it also comes with a bag, which I can only assume is randomized powders, which we got grated cheese and seasoning.
Wait, what am I supposed to do?
Boil that shit.
Boiling.
And then we have a mysterious silver bag of what feels like peanut butter. Did you turn the right burner on?
No,
you did not. She turned the front burner on. You can cut the chicken into thin strips, 2 by 1/4 inch,
or
or look like? Whatever the hell. It's like about here by this.
That's a 1/4 inch?
Yeah, between my fingers. What you would put on a salad.
Okay.
You gotta know how to talk to the women's. I think we're gonna skip the butter because we use ham to cook everything because we're trying to be healthy. Blah, blah,
What's
blah,
2
blah,
inches
blah.
look like?
About a quarter of that.
I thought like half.
Like about, no, that's like 3, like here.
That's an inch.
No, like right there. That's about right there.
Okay.
About right there.
Okay.
We're going to add the pasta to the saucepan.
But you didn't add salt.
Holy crap, that was hard! And now I'm going to start stirring with this thing that I call the pasta stirry spoony thing. I don't know what it's really called.
Chicken and cook about 3 minutes, stirring frequently until outsides turn white. I know how to cook chicken. I think my spatula. The recipe is really fattening. It tells you to add oil to the pasta so it doesn't stick. If you don't want to be fat, don't add the oil. Instead, just be attentive and stir your pasta so it doesn't stick. Then you don't have to be a fatty and add oil.
According to this, they say to use a pound of uncooked, boneless, skinless chicken breast. Yeah, we totally weighed that.
It's 2 breasts.
It's 2 breasts trimmed of all fat because...
One was a big one, one was a little one. That means that, right? You're not supposed to touch chicken once it's in the pan. You're supposed to kind of leave it and just flip it when it's ready to be flipped. You don't have to, like, move it around. It's supposed to make it tougher if you do that. FYI, just letting you know. I'm not supposed to salt and pepper this chicken at all. It's going to smell gross. I don't like the smell of cooking meat without some seasoning in it. So I'm going to put some seasoning salt. You might not have that. You can put some salt and pepper, or you can not have high blood pressure and add more salt and just go with whatever seasoning pack that came in the creamy basil box. It says I'm supposed to cook this for about 3 minutes. I don't know what 3 minutes is.
Stir in the milk and the seasoning packet, which is one of these nondescript, crappy looking...
What do you mean nondescript? They label what they are.
Yeah, but it says seasoning. There could be like rat feces in here. That's a seasoning.
That's not FDA approved.
FDA approval. You can have like so many rat droppings and so many cricket heads.
Don't tell people this. They're gonna eat.
Google FDA standards. You will never eat anything again.
Yeah.
According to this seasoning packet, from the smell of it, the Dan natural response is, this is full of mint. Because according to Dan, anything basil,
Can we now speak of you in the third person?
Basil, parsley, what else? Cilantro.
Any herb.
Any real green herb, mint.
Okay.
After that, you reduce heat and simmer, yummying up your chicken.
Did I actually say that? Right.
Who needs a strainer? Dan has a lid.
Is it really done?
Yeah.
We got some brown chicken. It's gonna fog up the camera. It was supposed to be white, but it smells good. So basically, you're deglazing the pan with milk.
Wow, that was some fancy verbiage right there.
And because, again, we don't want to be fat, so
Stir.
What?
Stir.
Okay. With a spatula? We don't want to be fat, so we use skim milk. You're probably recommended, like a macaroni and cheese and a cream sauce, you should use a whole fat. But again, don't want to be fat.
Simmer, blah, 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 until chicken is no longer thick.
Whoa, I probably could overcook the chicken.
So, after that, it tells us to stir in the sun-dried tomatoes, which is this other.
What? I don't like sun-dried tomatoes.
But this is grated cheese, and this is our cream. It says sun-dried tomatoes and creamy. Hey, there's another bag in here. Sun-dried tomatoes. Plain pasta, toss with chicken mixture, blah, 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 blah. Sprinkle with the grated, you just spilled sun-dried tomatoes everywhere. So I'm going to pick up the couple that you dropped on the floor because...
So the cat doesn't eat them?
Yeah.
Do you think sun-dried tomatoes would... Oh, yes, tomatoes are bad for cats.
Uh-huh.
Kind of like grapes and dogs. Did you know that it's like 8 grapes it takes to kill a dog? That's so sad. And what a precise amount. What about 9? What about 7.5? They say 8. It's probably an average. Don't test it. It's only been a minute, but it's been a really long minute. Does that count?
Yeah.
It's brown and bubbly.
Something about the
Brown and
sauce.
bubbly. Brown.
Tilt.
Brown.
There you go.
I don't want to tell too much. It's sauce. It's really basil-y, and neither of us really likes basil.
I hate it. So you need to now stir in your sun-dried tomatoes.
Got it.
Which she's actually using. And I'm going to goose the cheese sauce in
They're
there.
pasta bowls.
Which we will probably use
They're
our...
pretty bowls. We love these bowls. They're like for salad or for pasta. They make me feel fancy.
Anyway. Instead of using
Bed
this...
Bath and Beyond.
Instead of using
like
the...
a commercial.
See, they have a bit of deepness to them. And a bit of roundness to
They
them.
make you feel like you're eating at a restaurant.
Like a bowl, almost.
But it's a plate.
And then boom! Goes the
I'm standing in
dynamite
front of it.
right into the frying pan, saute pan, whatever the hell you call that. And again, we were mentioning this in other episodes. If it's hot, just touch it. It's only going to be a second.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
3rd-degree burns. You gotta touch that shit for a while.
No.
And I'm pretty sure
No. Don't listen to him.
our friends that have family members in the burn unit would tell me that I'm hardly wrong.
He is wrong.
We are going to put it in a bowl and then apparently sprinkle it with whatever pre-packaged in China grated cheese this is.
I'm sure it's a really good Chinese process.
It smells like cheese. And by that,
It's probably whole fat.
I mean it smells
not-
like stinky feet like good Parmesan cheese does. Normally, as I was saying, we would use our low-fat cheese, which is our delicious, yummy Kraft reduced fat stuff. Ready for this one? It is Kraft reduced fat Parmesan style grated topping.
It's not even cheese.
It tastes like mint. And by mint, I mean basil, right?
It's really basil-y. But what were you expecting with creamy basil Parmesan? Alright, this is what you get. It's kind of brown. Right? Noodles and chicken. And it smells like cheese and mostly basil.
Blah, 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 blah. The next step is serve, because apparently Romano's is pompous enough. They need to tell you how to serve your own dishes.
But serving is supposed to be 1 cup. Who only eats 1 cup? I guess this is enough. I'm getting really dizzy the more I look back and forth and back and forth.
So they will tell you that there is like 3 grams of fat in it, but that's, you know, as packaged. They don't add all the fat for the real milk that you're supposed to use. They don't even give you an estimate. They're just like, oh, fuck you, 23%. So
we use skim. So we didn't use real butter. So
So-
you know what? Don't even count it. I forgot that I made vegetables. You should always eat a vegetable with your meal.
apparently this is 4 points unprepared. But that's
Oh,
probably
plus chicken. Plus
but
chicken.
plus chicken,
So
plus
add like
milk.
another 4 points.
Yeah, prepared food, not Weight Watchers friendly, and
Add
when
four.
I have to do
Wait,
points
so
on shit
4
like
plus
that,
4, that's like 8
very
points.
annoying.
Oh.
This is what your deliciousness will look like. But that was our venue into prepackaged food because we used up all of our mayo and couldn't cook our real food for dinner. Again, thank you, and once again for coming to our Bitchin Kitchen.